Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night Insanity. It is Saturday night. This is the Insanity. It is St. Patrick's Day today, so you can see I'm wearing the shirt I own with the most green on it, the Turtly Awesome Ninja Turtles shirt, and I figured just to connect everything together even further, I'm wearing the Turtles shirt because it's St. Patrick's Day, and it has green on it, and because it's the Turtles shirt, I'm making pizza. Huh? Alright, let's get the boys in here before I make more of a fool of myself. Greetings, boys!
Hi, I'm a Twinkie.
Whoa!
My game went quiet. Why is my game going quiet?
I don't know. Why is your fan going quiet?
Why is my game going quiet? I didn't say fan.
There's too much going on.
Why did my game dip in audio? It's not ever supposed to do this.
I don't know. But that gorilla just got...
I wonder if this does this
so
with me all the
hard.
time and I get fucked up because of it.
I don't know. Have you noticed that happened before in your game when you were playing your game in your game? Oh, I don't know. Yes, turtles are very Irish. Oh, see,
I also have green on my shirt.
there you go. See, you should be eating like burritos or something, or waffles, or both.
Taco waffles.
Taco waffles. There you go.
Tacos are made with waffles. So
That works.
at the convention I went to recently, sadly, one of the things I missed out on, I didn't miss out on seeing the art. There was a print that somebody had made that I noticed with Gur on it, and it was promoting like a waffle taco house, like a waffle taco restaurant, where they
Cool.
made tacos with waffle shells.
Nice.
And I was like, oh man, that looks so cool. I might come back and get a print of that. I thought for sure it was just someone randomly doing it. Apparently, the guy who voices him, or not Zim, I'm sorry, but Gur,
Okay. Yeah.
was there. And he was signing those prints.
What?
And I missed it. Because
Well-
he wasn't actually there when I saw the print.
Well then, you know what? Nothing else you did do or see or film or accomplish there matters. You failed.
I know.
You failed. You are a bad convention goer.
Yep.
And you should be ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
When are those videos going up, by the way? Of,
They're already
you
up.
know, the 2 or 3 things you did do.
They're up.
Oh, they are. Everybody go watch them. Not now.
Paying attention.
Later. I thought you were going to spend like 6 months editing them and they'd be ready in time for the next convention.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
That's just what everybody else does. But
Fishin' mailed. Yes.
like, I don't know if you've noticed, but usually you'll see videos from conventions popping up like a month or two after the convention, and you're like, but why did you wait so freaking long to edit this?
I don't know. Well, people ask me that about like the holiday videos, where it's like the holiday videos are always from the previous year. So it's like, well, what am I going to do? Put up a Christmas video in March? No, I'll wait until next fucking Christmas. Besides, this past Christmas, I put up like 6 Christmas videos anyway, so yeah, you got plenty of Christmas. What? What's going on? What are you doing? Hey, we lost Skin Slip. Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Overwatch.
Did this game... Did Overwatch steal him away from us?
Yeah, I think he's doing something in tournament mode.
Ah. Oh, he probably needs his processing power for maximum playage.
And from what I understand, with I've never played competitive, but if you back out of a competitive match, you could possibly be banned from the game. So.
Oh, we don't want that to happen. Well, hopefully it won't be too long. I actually have pickups this week. It was payday. I've got a couple things coming in the mail, which I was hoping would arrive. I thought I put the order in quick enough, but no, it looks like they're coming on Monday, so you'll see them next time. But I did go and do some shopping today, so I picked up a few things today. Didn't get a lot of things, but they were expensive, so I kind of busted the bank on today's purchases. So they're not even particularly huge things. They were just kind of pricey, you know, and they were things I wanted, so I got them.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was one of those where you're just like, I'm fucking annoyed with everything, so I'm gonna make myself happy by buying things.
That's right. So now I
did the same thing.
Now I have $50 to last until the end of the month. Just kidding. I've actually got more money coming. I got got some ad rev.
Just kidding.
Got some ad.
$55.
Yeah. What do you think? I'm crazy? Who could survive on $50? No, I got a pretty decent Google payout coming this month because last month I didn't hit the threshold, so I basically get a double payment this month. So I wasn't too worried about blowing the bank now because that comes through in like 5 days, I think. So I'm all right there. Hey, Rob Jensen, welcome back, dude. Haven't seen you in ages.
And welcome back, Skinslip.
And welcome back, Skinslip. Did you win?
No. And I had to leave because to hear the game, you were screaming at me at the top of your lungs.
Awesome.
So I was like, fuck, I can't hear a damn thing. Because I'm playing the game, and it's fine for like 3 rounds, and suddenly it's like, the sound dip. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, maybe it was like that Google Hangouts issue we had before where it would just kind of randomly drop our audio.
Yeah. But it was like doing it to other programs, and
That's
I
weird.
had that disabled. They should never do that.
Yeah, I hate that shit. I always try to disable it as well.
So stupid. Like, fuck your bullshit, yo. I don't give a fuck about your stupid communication settings. I will decide what's volume setting, not you.
Exactly. That's the whole point to being on a PC instead of a Mac, is it gives me the control.
Exactly. See? This guy gets it.
Oh, I get it.
Like I've said for years, Macs are for people who just want a simple computer that does things.
Yes.
PCs are for smart people.
Yes. and for people who want to play more than 3 games.
Hey, let's not be rude, dick. Jesus.
I don't mean to be rude.
I'm not being rude. I'm just being factual.
You're being rude.
Just that Macs suck.
You're saying stupid people use Macs, which is wrong.
The people who use them suck.
I never used the word
smart people use PC. Like, no, everybody uses whatever the fuck they use.
That's called an assumption.
Yeah, and your assumption makes an ass out of you.
I'm getting such a boner now. We're already getting into like rage and rantiness and just randomness.
Let them fight.
Let them fight.
I can't wait for next weekend. Next weekend is...
It's usually me and Skinslip have to step up and have a big blazing round. Nice to see someone else step in. Good on you, Garbage Gamer.
Yeah, fuck you, you fat kid. All of you. I don't know who I'm talking to. All of you.
All of you collectively.
I don't know who I'm yelling at, so fuck you.
You all collectively suck in your own special ways of sucking.
Just be like you. Yeah, you back there.
That's right. You know who you are.
Fuck you in the back. Especially you.
Especially you.
God.
I should go get. I'll show you I'll show you one of the pickups I got. It was actually a gift from Nicole. And, I'm going to show you now because I want to put something in it. She got me this, a Brain Freeze mug, which is basically a big skull mug. So I said, I was telling her about. How last week I was playing Conan drunk, which I might do again this week, by the way, because that was a lot of fun, and I, enjoyed the drunken crocodile battles and stuff.
A 2-hour.
And funny enough, I actually accomplished quite a bit as well. Like we actually got shit done.
We found your muse for Conan. It's
apparently big alcohol. So she said, yes, I thought you would enjoy this for drinking the blood of your enemies from their own skull. I'm like,
now you need to put fucking red food coloring in there so you're drinking the blood of your enemies.
Just like, perfect. That is absolutely perfect. I'm going to use this tonight. You need the
brain ice cube to go into it now. They have ice cubes like brains. That's what you need.
So let's crack this open here. We'll check it out.
To make the brains.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Silica gel. I love eating this stuff. Silica gel.
Well, they have to keep the glass dry.
Do eat.
It's tested, mother approved.
Oh, this is actually good. This is like a pint. That's awesome. That's very nice. So I'm gonna go put some rum and coke in this. I'll be right back. I also need to check on my pizza. I have 2 pizzas.
He's not even gonna clean it. That frickin' monster.
Leftovers.
Who the hell doesn't clean their new cop.
You.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Good.
It's one of those. Shut up.
Hi, JL.
JL, he said maybe. Don't get freaking excited, bro. Chill. Chill your
Maybe
tits.
What
He's
is
like,
that?
drunken Conan tonight, cool. And he's like, he didn't say sure. He said maybe. Everyone just calm down.
I'm watching a
It's
video. of
okay.
an
There's no promises happening.
He said maybe this week, by the way, too. Just
Yeah.
so we're clear. It is pretty freaking hilarious to watch. Like, at a certain point, he literally got to the point where he was, like, every, I would say, 2 or 3 minutes. Wait, what was I doing? Well, do you know what I was doing? I can't remember.
I watched all the clips. They were hilarious. There's like 3 or 4 clips of him fighting this one crocodile that he's just really bad at fighting because he refuses
That
to lose
took him
vitality. He refuses to
hour and a
lose
half.
vitality, so a simple level 1 crocodile murders him constantly over and over again. He thinks, strike's really smart. It's really smart that I die with 1 hit. 2 hits now. He upgraded his vitality once. God forbid.
I believe he did that while drunk, too, so it might have just been his
He probably doesn't even remember upgrading
brain
his 1
cells
vitality.
dying.
His 1 vitality upgraded. 1. He's got like 5 upgrades to strength and none to
Yeah,
vitality,
check
so
that.
he's a giant glass cannon who dies
It's
with
pretty
1 hit.
badass. Almost looks like Darth Vader.
That's what he was like. He has changed since then.
No, he's still a giant glass cannon. He needs more vitality.
Not.
The game even tells him he needs more vitality. Constantly.
No!
We're talking about your.
I'm just gonna win by being really strong.
I hope you die a lot, you fucking idiot.
Well,
And I was trying to explain
This
that at the
glass
end of the
fucking
night,
cannon over
the
here.
last time you played, you actually like changed your stats entirely around.
So, when I drank the thing to get high, and all it did was wipe all my stats. Like,
Oh,
well,
wow.
well, that was disappointing. I wanted to hallucinate wildly. David Critch tried to warn me. He's like, I can't stand it anymore. It's gonna wipe all your stats! I'm like, okay, here we go. Glug, 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 glug. And there go all my stats. Well then, let's just redistribute those then again, shall we? It's the most useless potion. I was all excited. Yellow Lotus. Oh, that's going to be something badass. But no. And like, there's no point to it, because you can go in and reset your stats manually anytime you want. Like, you want to redistribute everything? Go for it. I'm going to take everything I have and put it into archery.
But that's because it's still open access. I wonder if once it becomes an actual game, you have to go get the Lotus specifically to do it.
That could very well be, and that would actually make more sense. Yeah, so anyway, I wanted to read this thing to you here, because you remember a little while ago when I did a couple of live cooking streams, which I will do again, by the way. Everybody seemed to really enjoy those. But one of the things was I was putting in some public domain old films just for fun about, kitchen safety and things like that. And one of the ones I did was for like this barbecue. It's barbecue month, so be sure to use this. I don't even remember what it was. It was some like barbecue sauce spread thing you put on. But it turned out it was actually a cleverly disguised commercial for this this barbecue sauce. And we were all joking about how, it's a commercial because they keep mentioning the brand name of the barbecue sauce over and over and over and over.
Unfriend barbecue sauce, like fuck off.
So,
Get it.
So I decided I'm making actual proper, from scratch pizzas today. So I got like the pizza crust from the bakery, got the sauce, got the cheese, got some fresh sliced pepperoni from the deli, and some fresh white mushrooms. So the brand of pizza shell I got was Western Family, which is the local brand, like sort of the in-house brand at Save on Foods here. So I was just reading the instructions here, and it says, Western Family cheese and herb style pizzeria shells, 12-inch 2-pack. So okay, good. So number 1, preheat oven to 400 degrees. Number 2, spread your favorite Western Family pizza sauce evenly over the pizza crust. Top with your favorite Western Family pizza toppings and Western Family cheese. And that's it. I just thought that was
Western
funny
family
how it's
makes a lot
like
of shit.
everything. They actually do. They make pretty much everything described there, but you know.
Of course. Most stores have them, you know.
But I just found it funny how it's like you have to use specifically these brands of toppings on our crust, or
It doesn't work right.
you
otherwise.
don't know what will happen.
It won't taste like a Western family pizza.
That's right.
Well, they usually do that kind of thing with like an advertising picture on the package of like a fully cooked pizza, and it'll even say like in little like quotations in the corner, the results may vary. Ingredients, Western family ingredients only used, or something like that. I've seen that before. Or it's just like, yeah, if you want exactly how it looks like on the package, then you have to go out of your way to make it exactly the way we made it. Exactly.
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 Sorry, just letting the chat know here. Apparently, for some people, Twitch is only giving them the 720p option for viewing. Yep. I don't know why.
It is only giving 720p. Can't confirm.
Normally, it gives a variety of options. I actually have no control over that. It just gives you what it gives you when it gives it to you. So I do apologize if anyone's having trouble.
Guys.
Yeah,
it's
usually reliant on your internet connection. So if you have a bad connection at the moment, you'll have limited options.
No, the problem is it's only giving the 720p.
It's only giving the high option. That's the thing.
I think Twitch is having a problem. Put it on auto. It'll still bump you down bit rates as it moves around.
Okay.
Usually.
We'll see if it'll do it.
Usually. I can't help it. It is, like he said, it's Twitch's problem. It's not his problem. It's not something he did.
Yeah. So speaking of Conan, I've been reading some more of the Coming of Conan collection. I'm on reading the third story currently, which is The God in the Bowl, which is kind of a fun one. Basically, it's Conan in his thief days. And he basically goes to steal some stuff from this guy and climbs in the window to find that he's been killed. And there's the police are there investigating the body. He's like, oh, shit. So, of course, naturally, he immediately gets blamed as the murderer. But they quickly...
I didn't kill him. I just wanted to steal the shit.
That's exactly what he says. It's like, why were you here? To steal things. Like, he just gives no fucks. Like, I was here to steal things. I was not here to kill anybody.
If fucking God, logical excuse you'd come up the fucking outside.
I guess it's one of the situations where I could maybe get away with it by trying to be sincere.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I was here to do something illegal and steal this guy's stuff, but
they
dead, so
yeah. They quickly realized that it couldn't have been him because the guy was strangled by something that appeared to be a rope, but a rope the thickness of a man's arm. And second, one of the policemen knows what the Sumerians are like, and he says, no, the Sumerians are all about the sword and the blade. There's no way they would kill somebody by strangling them. He would have disemboweled them or something. But so he's very quickly realize he's innocent, but then the mystery is, well, okay, then what the fuck killed him? So that's kind of where I am now. I kind of know where it's going because I think I've read a comic book adaptation of this story, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I have to go check on the pizza. Smelling a little burny.
Sorry, guys.
It is done.
Yeah, still think they're still fighting a fucking...
The worst flu I've ever had. I had body aches for 9 days. I wasn't throwing up until I took the Tamiflu, and then I couldn't stop throwing up. And then I stopped taking the Tamiflu, and I stopped throwing up. It was like magic. So don't take Tamiflu. It makes you throw up. And what's the fucking point of that?
Just to force it out of your system, I guess?
No. No. It's because it's because it's got phosphates in it, and like some people react like that with phosphates.
There you go.
I apparently am allergic to phosphates. It made me immediately start retching. Like literally, it hit my stomach and I started retching. and it wouldn't stop retching until I was foaming at the mouth with medicine. My mouth was full of medicine taste.
Ow!
It was bad.
I'm all right. I'm
I'm a
fine.
bad person. I laugh at my friends in their pain.
No. The way that came out was, I had my mouth full, and my mouth was foaming, and you went, ha ha.
Yeah, dick. Dick.
Dick.
I had corned beef hash and buttered potatoes, or boiled potatoes. There's also cabbage, but I don't eat cabbage, so.
How did I say
it was a St. Patty's Day feast here.
Ah, here we are. So I wanted to show you guys something. I got together with Nicole today, and she bought me the mug, as I mentioned. But I also bought her something because it was her birthday yesterday. So
Happy birthday!
We went to the comic shop, and we were just kind of looking around and stuff. So I kind of kept an ear out for anything that struck her fancy. And this is one of the things that she specifically said, I would have loved to have this, and nobody got it for me for my birthday. I'm like, oh, interesting.
Oh, gee.
So then,
want it for her birthday, John?
So then, when she was looking the other way, I quickly spirited it over into my pile of stuff and bought it for her. So what it is I'll put a couple of pictures up here. Just give us a moment here. There we go.
Oh, hey. I remember those.
Just gonna bring them over here. So this is from Hellraiser.
3 specifically. Hell on Earth.
Hellraiser 3. It is the Lament Cube.
The cheapest and best one to license from.
And it is basically the Lament Cube, and it's a Rubik's Cube.
It's called the Lamentation.
I was just gonna say, is that
The Lamentation Cube.
So it says Lament Configuration, which
Lament Configuration puzzle.
Yeah, whatever. Same fucking.
So there you go. So that was what she wanted. A couple other angles here. I'll just quickly toss up.
And they called that because there are other shapes, and they had different names. Each configuration has a different name. So.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. That makes sense.
Interesting to note, the old UK set that came in a Lament configuration, which I have, is actually designed off of Hellraiser 3 also. Because once again, it's the easiest one to license from.
Cheapest to license.
Because it was someone else making a different version based off the original version. Because the original guy, which was used in 1 and 2, I guess, is more expensive license. So.
Really interesting. So
which is why when you get like actual Hellraiser 1 or 2 Lament configuration stuff, it's like $100.
It's more expensive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I did not know that. So they're slightly different designs.
Yes, it's like the filigree's different.
Gotcha.
The Lament configuration implies the shape and the way it transforms.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to watch those. So I got the trilogy set. Really, actually looking forward to that because I've never seen any of the sequels. I understand 2, 3, and 4 are basically the only ones to bother with, but I loved the first one just because it was so different and so upsetting and disturbing in all the interesting ways. I remember at the time it struck me as being such a different kind of horror movie from anything I'd seen before.
I wish there were more than 3 Hellraiser movies, but they just haven't made any.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
the third one was kind of bummery at the end. It was kind of eh.
It's good to quit while you're ahead sometimes, you know?
Yeah, there weren't like 9 sequels or anything.
No. Yes,
though, to be fair, I hear that newest one's not bad, but not good. So there you go.
At least a better not Doug Bradley Pinhead than the other not Doug Bradley Pinhead.
That apparently did really good, actually. So.
Yeah.
I think Doug Bradley said he's completely done, so there will never be a Doug Bradley Hellraiser again, and that's fine.
To be fair, he did a lot.
He did 9 of them. 8 of them, excuse me.
8 of them, yeah.
He refused to do that 9th one because it was literally shot on video at the last minute in 9 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That sounds
awesome.
I bet they wouldn't even contact him.
Wait a minute. The one with the other guy was shot on video? Like it was done that cheap?
The found footage film or some shit. It's
they did it as like a found footage film.
It's one of those cases. It's for so from Hellraiser 5 and on, every single sequel is some other movie that just has fucking Pinhead shoved up sideways in it.
Oh.
And they're fucking atrocious.
See, like,
it's not good either, but it's like at least it's like trying to do something interesting with the mythos.
Yeah.
I'd watch 4 again on Blu-ray if it had a good Blu-ray or something, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna watch anything past that. I'm good.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
watch a remake if they happen.
the general consensus always seems to have been the first 3 are the best, and for many fans, they are the only.
Lots
So
of people say the 4th one's really good, and that's fine.
yeah, I know a lot of people like the 4th one.
Bloodline was at least written in a way that like it was trying to marry all these disparate elements together, you know.
I didn't even like the 3rd one. I only want to own the first 2.
I don't really care for the 3rd one either. I think it's okay. It's watchable. I'll show it to my girlfriend someday 'cause she's never seen it, but that's about it. We watched the first 2. It's good enough.
Yeah.
It's all the Hellraiser you need.
Well, there you go. So one of these days, I'll dive into that set and
You gotta get that trilogy set
finally
from Arrow, man.
Yeah, that's what I got. That was like the one thing I sort of sprung for, and that was only because I saw it on the shelf at HMV. Yeah, no, I got it.
You got the limited edition one too.
I did a closer look of it.
Yeah.
You were all annoyed. You were mildly annoyed because you were working on doing your own closer look on it, but you hadn't finished watching
I was doing a lot of
everything
work
yet.
on it too. I built a bunch of insert shots and like close-ups, and I was going into like real close on the filigree, and like I'm talking 1080p, 60 frames a second recordings.
Fuck yeah.
But they'll never be seen ever again. So.
Really? You abandoned it?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. There's no point. You did it already.
Yeah, but I did like just a cursory look at the packaging.
Meh.
You were actually watching everything. All right.
Talk about.
Well, I'm gonna review all the stuff eventually too, so keep an eye out for that because apparently Skin Slip's never doing it.
Like a lot of times I'd be working on it, and you would release them, and then I'd be like, "Well, now there's no point in doing it. No one's gonna look for it. They're gonna look for yours. You're gonna find yours, or like 9 other people's." It's like, I gave up.
Especially not doing it now, though. I mean, come on.
I shuttered it.
Well, now it's
all
like...
it is the podcast posting. And speaking of the podcast,
yes,
I have actually joined the Screaming Pods network.
Fucking A.
Screamcast, the Shot of Videocast, Splatcast, Bloody Popcorn, a whole bunch of others. You know, I don't
nice.
So there's like 12 other podcasts in there, but we got invited to join them this morning. So
that's awesome.
Me and Owen both worked on a like a 14x14 image for the website for iTunes, and some date real soon. I think tomorrow we should be up and running. So.
That is awesome.
Podcast, and the podcast will be available on iTunes like as soon as I figure out how to push the feed to iTunes.
Yes.
I'll just Google how to push a RSS to iTunes.
I think it's fairly straightforward.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It just, I'm just like, I got to figure out how to do it.
Need to know the how. Yeah.
I just got to do it.
Cool. Well, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, finally. I know you guys have been doing that for a long time, and I know you put a lot of work into it, and it's definitely worth the additional exposure. That's awesome. Cheers.
We only edited together 11 episodes, so it's not like we were. Most of them were just being posted. That was good enough for now. We weren't pushing for it, but like now we're gonna push to try to get 2 episodes out a month.
Yeah.
So that because it's like
I thought you did like 1 a week.
We do 1 a week, but we take 2 of those recordings and make 1 episode of the podcast.
Oh, so is the actual podcast? Is that talking about like multiple movies or?
It's 2 episodes. It's like a double feature. So because we're doing like drive-in cults, that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
So it's a drive-in double feature. You come for 2 movies.
Generally, okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So the weekly live stream is just a single movie, but the podcast is a double feature.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah. So we did Street Trash and Rot Gut because they're like Rot Gut references Street Trash, and it's like kind of inspired by it, so it worked well. Cool. Blood Rage and like Home Sweet Home because they're both the like few slasher films that are Thanksgiving themed. So.
Nice. It's good when you can find sort of a common theme. Double feature. So
and we're like the small fish on this network. We are like the babies here.
That's good though. I mean
we have no listeners. We have like 10 people on SoundCloud because that's where it was before.
Yeah. But that's okay. I mean, this should get you a lot more attention. I mean, that's because that's a network that's already known and that people go to for that type of content.
Splatcast and Screencast are two of the biggest podcasts in the horror. You know,
see, so now they're gonna go looking for that. It's like, oh, hey, what's this new one? Psychotronic
and there's a group
Coast to Coast.
Up to the podcast network feed and gives you every new episode of all the shows. We're gonna feed it. We'll be in that. So there's a bunch of people who subscribe to that thing. Who's gonna go, whoa, there's 11 episodes I've never read or seen.
I know, a couple of weird bearded guys talking about trashy movies. Fuck yeah. I'm going to listen to all of them right now.
And we are very diverse listening to subjects. We listen to new films, watch new films and old. So
yeah, no, that's great. And I think I mean that's what I've always said. It's just a matter of finding an audience, because I mean there's an audience out there for everybody. And I mean
pods.com
for guys like you especially, where you're so passionate and so knowledgeable about these cult films. I mean, there's absolutely has to be an audience for that, and they deserve to find you.
I have freed up time to do a second podcast, so I'd like to do maybe a kaiju cast of some sort.
That'd be awesome.
I'd like to go through and watch all the giant monster movies again that I own.
Well, we got a shit ton of the Godzilla ones coming out on Criterion later this year, so
yeah.
What?
God,
Godzilla.
I cannot wait. That's
I know.
Probably gonna push me into doing it, actually.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah! I'm gonna just have a show-a-thon when those come out.
Watch the fucking Godzilla anime.
That reminds me, I need to actually make an effort to put money aside for those, because I really want to get those as soon as they come out.
Godzilla anime was a real stinker, by the way.
Really? I've heard such mixed reviews. I haven't watched it yet.
Godzilla was a weird CGI mess. He looks like a giant pile of turd animated. It's really weird. I know it's trying to go after like the new keloid scar look, but
yeah,
it didn't work in my opinion. Otherwise, it's generic space anime number 7 with Godzilla. Not joking.
That's disappointing.
I heard a lot of people didn't like it, but I was like, I'm gonna wait until Slip watches it and hear from him.
Yeah.
And now that you've said it wasn't too terribly good, I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, damn.
Now they set up a really like the last and the singer, like it set up a really interesting plot point for the next movie. So I actually think the next movie is gonna be good. I think this was all set up.
This is
all
yeah.
But the next one's called like the War of Monsters or some shit, and I'm like, yes. Okay.
Get some more monsters in there,
but,
and
yeah, it's I don't want to spoil them. It's just it's
you had issues with it.
There are some issues with it.
Difficult to talk about without spoiling.
It's very difficult to talk about without spoiling. The way the big reveal at the end was like, oh, well, duh, okay. But I mean, like,
gee, like, didn't see that coming.
It was obvious, you know. Like, oh, well, that makes total sense. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be a surprise. Maybe it was just supposed to be like you're supposed to know when you fucking figure it out, and that's it.
Nice.
I don't know, as I don't know what the director's intention in that matter. And it doesn't matter. It felt like it was supposed to be a pop, but it was kind of like a meh. All right, I kind of saw that coming.
So I was going to say, you guys, of course, will remember in 2014 when we did our group viewings of all the Heisei and Millennium era Godzilla films. But oddly, we did not do the Showa films, and that's, of course, probably the most famous era. But the main reason we didn't was because there's a bunch of them that have been out of print for ages.
Neither of us have 2 of them.
And yes, and
I don't want to pay $90 for Son of Godzilla. God damn it.
Yeah, exactly. But Criterion to the rescue, something none of us saw coming.
I'm really sad Son of Godzilla is going to be in Criterion Collection. Not fucking worthy, alright?
I'm just happy that it will be in print in some form that doesn't cost $90. Yeah,
and they've got War of the Gargantuas in there. It looks like Yog Giant Monster.
Yeah.
Yog Monster from Space, excuse me. Baron the Unbelievable. Atragon. So it's not just Godzilla. It looks like it's going to be a Toho.
Oh, wait a minute. Atragon is coming out as well?
I don't know if it's part of the set. I don't know how they're going to do it. There might be 2 sets for all I know. It might be 5 sets. I don't know how they're doing it. Right? But they have got a bunch of the rights.
Nice.
Well, all the stuff that was in Media Blasters that's been out of print. That stuff's coming out again.
That's even better than I thought. Stop! I can only get so erect.
And there's other titles that they haven't even announced, and they haven't prepped for HD yet. So
that is amazing.
I'm assuming that there's a bunch of stuff that we don't even know. I'm hoping like maybe Sayonara Jupiter or War in Space.
Just some
or
of the
maybe
yeah.
Birthing of Japan would be really great. The Yokai War trilogy.
What was that one? I thought there was
Dimension.
there was
Dimension set.
there was one that they used a bunch of.
Excuse me.
Well, they used a lot of different stuff, but there was one in particular they used a bunch of footage from for the Laserdisc game Astron Belt. And I don't remember which one it was. If it was War in Space, maybe? That rings a bell.
Yeah, and there's also Battle in Outer Space. There's two movies. I got both of them. They both came out previously on DVD.
Yeah, because I remember, like, Astron Belt was an interesting mishmash of footage. Like, I know it was a bunch of footage from a couple of Japanese sci-fi movies like that, like spaceships and stuff. But then there was
Battle in Outer Space.
But there was other footage, like they had the warp effect from Star Trek 3, like just blatantly ripped off from Star Trek 3.
If they release Half Human, I'm going to lose my shit, because Half Human is a movie that has not
I
been
have the information on that.
I had a feeling you would find out for us, Garbage Gamer. What is it?
The background videos used in the game are a mixture of original artwork and borrowed material. In addition to the screens created specifically for the game, the designers also incorporated footage from 3 science fiction movies: Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Oh, Star Trek 2, okay.
Battle Beyond the Stars, and Message from Space.
It's Message from Space. That one I have.
I have that one too.
I still have to watch that. I still not watched it.
And it is a Sega laser.
I'd like to do a tokusatsu show. Not even tokusatsu. Like, I don't know.
Like Super Sentai, Ultraman, all those.
No. I mean like the sci-fi movies, specifically films.
I
don't want to review TV shows until I'm literally out of movies to do, and then we can start picking up TV shows.
There's a lot. I know we were talking about doing Iron Giant and Red Baron for a while.
We need to do those, but I'm talking about like I'd like to do a show on that
on something
on
more
sci-fi, science fiction or something. I don't know.
I would totally, I would love to dive into some of those like obscure,
I've got lots of them.
Yeah, like the sci-fi space war,
I've got
Star
a lot
Wars
of
rip-off ones.
I've got like a lot of them.
Nice, awesome.
Well, they do the Starman films. I don't think anyone's really talked about those much. They talk about the butchered American versions, but I mean, like, I want
not to be confused with the Jeff Bridges movies. This is something entirely else.
Or it's a 3 or 4 movies.
There's been
called Prince in Space.
Yeah, I think actually on one of the Mill Creek sets has a couple of those on it.
Yeah, but they're the butchered American versions. Once again, those are the most commonly found ones because they're all bootleg sets. There was a film crew set that had them on there. Which is like a side project of the MST3 guys.
Yeah. All right.
And there was a drive-in series of DVDs that released all the American ones in like a really good quality from Media Blaster or VCI. I think it's from VCI actually.
I need to get the my pizza. I'll be back. I need to get my pizza. Yes.
It's amazing looking back at the specifications of specifically some of these Laserdisc games, arcade games. I mean, obviously these.
What, Eric?
Right. How
maybe we'll
louder
moment. His gain went up automatically somehow.
Yeah, because he didn't set it in Windows to have it.
No, I think he did. Google still does it like an asshole.
You see, mine doesn't do it.
But if you walk away from your microphone and start talking, maybe it will. That's what I'm saying. Keep talking very loudly, as if you're trying to be heard. Well, I'll tell you what. You can hear the background noise came. The background noise came up a bit. So yeah, I think it was still trying to do it.
Anyway,
your mic is way weak though, so you still sound very far away.
Yeah, I have a very filtered microphone. So.
Weak as in like not because it's supposed to be close to your face. You know, it's not meant like this.
It's a unidirectional microphone. It's not.
Exactly. It's not like one of these things.
It's not a multi-directional that just kind of takes everything from around it. Anyway, the specs on. I had no idea. I was looking up the Astron Belt game, and
fuck me sideways.
And by the way, this is a weird and odd collaboration between Sega of Japan and Bally Midway of the U.S.
Wow, I gotta be right back.
They made Astron Belt, released on the arcade and on the MSX. So I looked up the Sega Laserdisc hardware, So this game, Astron Belt, a Laserdisc game, ran. The CPU was on a Zilog Z80. That's a Zilog Z80. That is a 5 megahertz processor. It's an 8-bit processor, something you'd find on like an NES. Or man, 5 megahertz. That's a little much for an NES. I would say maybe like an SNES. It's an 8-bit chip with 16-bit instruction on it. So.
Nom nom nom. Pizza.
You'll like this, Sean. I was looking up the specs of Astron Belt.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Nice.
Fucking audio.
Jeez.
Oh my God!
There
Stop.
we go.
What?
It's so loud. You don't understand. It got even louder as you walked away because
it tried to continue to hear you.
Oh.
Yes.
Cool. How is it now?
It's better.
Is it nice and relaxing and ASMR like now?
Get me Forrest Whitaker out of here.
Sorry.
So anyway,
Specs on Astron Belt.
so yeah, Astron Belt was like I was saying before is an odd collaboration between Sega of Japan and Bally Midway of the U.S.
Oh, hello, cat.
And
Sega.
the
Huh?
processor that was used on the circuit board that ran like the sprite graphics was a Zilog Z80 5 megahertz processor.
Yeah, pretty she is. She's a pretty kitty.
Yeah, so that's your little spaceship and the lasers you would
You're a
shoot.
pretty kitty.
Yeah, I mean obviously standard JAMA, something like that. But the Laserdisc player was a Hitachi Sega VIP 9500 SG.
Pretty kitty.
Apparently,
That's
with a video resolution of 580 by 480
Yes.
with a 525. So it was freaking PAL.
Hey,
Weird. No, actually, PAL would be 576.
580. Why is 580 by 480? That is with a 525 scan line.
No, that's NTSC.
Is that NTSC?
Yep.
PAL is 625
Yep.
scan lines.
Oh, 480 visible. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was 580 by 4. Yeah.
And now you get to see all of them if you put it on a modern TV. They'll show you all the lines.
All of
See
them.
the garbage at the bottom of the screen on some games, which don't get to see.
Yep.
Yeah, which is why I'm running, which is the reason, and for a
There's
lot of
an
my cases,
overscan.
why I run a CRT in my cabinet.
I don't mind.
Don't see that shit.
I don't mind the garbage, personally. That's me though.
It's the same with analog video. Like all the retro stuff that I capture has that garbage at the bottom of the screen. So that's where the closed captioning would usually be encoded and things like that. But
I'm not even bothered by that on VHS rip. I leave that shit in too.
But on a TV, like a CRT TV, that's in the overscan area, so you never see it. So what I do for the retro video, I just crop that part off. I mean, it's something you wouldn't have seen originally anyway. And there's nothing of any value there other than garbage.
Yep. Or your subtitle information if you want it.
Yeah.
And apparently the only official port of Astron Belt made to a home computer was the MSX.
Oh,
Interesting.
you.
Wonder how that worked.
I don't know. I'll have to find. I'm just gonna find some footage of it.
I'm guessing it did not have the live action footage. It was kind of a pale imitation.
I had some Starburst. Hold on, kitty. Alright, I bet you now.
Oh no, actually, it did.
Huh.
Because it was one of those games that where you paired your MSX with a Laserdisc player.
Oh, okay.
So the MSX handled the graphics, and obviously the player played the video.
Ow! Ah!
Burning
Why are
yourself.
you doing this?
Sorry, just some flaming sauce landed on my chin.
I can see it. I like how your camera's angled just right to just have your mouth on screen.
That
Ugh. It's like fucking moist all over again.
That's my favorite.
It's consumption all over again. God damn it.
That's my favorite
is.
wishy word is moist.
Moist.
It makes me moist.
Haha, he hurt himself. Yeah, Rob Jensen, you get it, bro. Hi, kitty. You're pretty. You're the prettiest kitty I'm petting right now. Yes, you are. I never lied to a single cat that way.
Alright, so I'm going
Always
right now.
kitty that I'm petting.
For those wondering, it's basically a pepperoni mushroom pizza with fresh pepperoni from the local deli, fresh sliced mushrooms, just primo pizza sauce on one of the in-house pizza crusts that they make at the bakery.
I can't see.
And that's pretty much it. So it's basically pepperoni mushroom. Oh, and the cheese is mozzarella cheddar blend, Cracker Barrel brand.
Cracker Barrel brand, Jesus.
Cracker?
Barrel.
Really? Mama.
Really, because Cracker Barrel was on sale and Saputo was not. Otherwise, I would have gone with Saputo.
Whatever. I don't know where that brand is either.
Okay.
No name cheese it is.
Saputo's the better one. Honestly, with shredded cheese, there's not a huge difference between all of them.
Cracker Barrel is literally just they make small chunks that you can use for crackers.
I always just shred my own cheese. Buying it by block is generally cheaper here.
Yes.
I don't know how it is there, but it's cheaper by volume. It costs more, but you also get a lot more cheese. So it's like, yeah.
I
know that they have.
Oh wow.
They have actual Cracker Barrel restaurants in certain parts of the country, but
that's interesting.
not here.
Yeah, here it's just the brand of cheese.
Pennsylvania is the shit, you know?
Probably not in the same company.
Huh. So apparently, I'm still on this Astron Bell thing. I just loaded it up.
I have created a monster.
Well, no, when it's something I have that I've never really touched or messed with.
I used to play that all the time. There was like a local arcade I used to go to a lot that had it kind of tucked away in the back, and I would always go and play it.
Apparently, the actual there's game and then there's film footage. It has two copyright dates. 1983 for the game, the actual sprite graphics, and 1979 for the video.
Probably for the message from space stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I remember noticing that when I played it. There was a couple of different dates on it. I just always assumed it was for the film footage.
And yeah, she did create a monster.
Now you just gotta go see the movie Message in Space, Eric. You'd love it. It's fucking wacky.
Now I have to see it because it's basically Astron Belt the movie.
See, there you go.
There it is. That is it.
War games.
That is.
Hulk dicks.
Hulk dicks. I was about to say.
Astron Belt. Yeah, the spaceship is dumb as a post in the demo. It just sort of flies around and shoots constantly.
It hasn't died yet. That's pretty good. I mean, like, it's been playing for like 3 or 4 minutes now, and it hasn't. Well, it's kind of hard to die when there's nothing shooting at you.
The part I always died at was the canyon. You have to fly through the canyon.
Oh, it finally died. Oh, it got a game over. That sucks.
But just shooting the spaceships was easy. I like that part.
Let's see, have I tried War Games yet? I have not. I've heard a lot about it. I need to. I've heard about the cheesiness factor of that game, and it intrigues me.
Rob Jensen basically says, question for Star Trek fans. I incorporate watching the first 10 movies. I'm doing a marathon of the franchise and trying to watch things mostly in the order they came out, but the films I don't know where to include. Pretty easy. The first 6 films are the original Crew Adventures. So you watch the original series, you watch the animated series, then you watch the first 6 movies. Then you watch The Next Generation. Then you watch movies 7 through 10. And there you go.
But what deep?
What?
Huh?
What?
Where do you put Deep Space Nine?
After the movies? Why not?
That wasn't what he was asking.
Oh.
Well, you didn't mention Deep Space Nine.
Here you
No,
go.
I didn't.
Here you go. First movie. Deep Space Nine, seasons 1 through whatever, 9, 7, can't remember.
Problem.
And you do the rest of the movies. And that's it.
What are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense.
Why not? Because Worf crosses over between Deep Space Nine and Next Generation.
He's not in the first 6 movies, though.
No, the Generations line. So it's Generations.
Oh. Okay.
Watch. So I'm saying is you have to watch Generations, then you watch Deep Space Nine, and then you watch the rest of the Next Generation movies, and then you watch Voyager. Then you don't have to watch Enterprise. No one cares. But you can watch Enterprise after that if you want. It's kind of not really canonical.
Quilton asks, "Hello, fellow cucks. How goes it?"
Ow.
Just like
Goes it good?
Quite
How
cucky.
Okay. Major Madoka says Worf was in command of the USS Defiant in First Contact, which is the second Next Generation movie. So, yeah, so you want to watch Deep Space Nine between 7 and 8 of the movies.
Yep. Watch Generations, watch Deep Space Nine.
I'm sure there's ways to be even more precise about it, because, I mean, Worf actually goes over to Deep Space Nine before the end of the Next Generation, and there's some overlap between the two.
Yeah, there's overlap in seasons if you really want to be anal about it.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, where she goes.
Mm-hmm. But in terms of release dates, the movie came out after Next Generation was done.
Yes.
It's like the same year.
The last, episode,
The following year.
Generation, is one of my favorite. I love all that, time stuff. And you get
All
to
good things, yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. And Generations pooped all over it. I mean, what? I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm not bitter. Mm-mm. Oh my, go fuck yourself.
I have good news.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's good news.
Uh-huh.
They're bringing back the original people who worked on Crawler movie to do a spiritual sequel.
On the what movie?
Nightcrawler. You know, the movie you won't watch and keep referring to as a...
Oh, that X-Men movie.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
it's one of the few X-Men movies I haven't watched yet.
boy.
I'm glad that Nightcrawler got a solo movie.
You're ruining it for yourself, I swear. You're gonna watch it and be like, "Oh my god, this is one of the best." It really is like one of the best movies that's come out in the past 5 or so years. 5 to 10.
Well,
That's quite a gap there.
I mean, Nightcrawler was a very beloved character from the X-Men comics, so I'm not surprised that the movie about him is amazing. Fans would have been really irritated otherwise, so it's good.
You own it. You have no excuse.
Correct, I do own it.
It's so good, too.
It's in my X-Men section, where it belongs.
God damn.
I hope it really is, for the fuck of it. Just for the sake of the joke. Now walk us over and show where in your X-Men collection, or I don't believe you.
Which Next Generation movie is my favorite, Strong said? First Contact, hands down. It is by far the best of the Next Generation movies.
It's kind of hard not to argue, because most of the Next Generation movies are...
Yeah. The others have issues.
And now
None
that
of
we've
them are bad.
discussed,
They're just not great.
now that we've discussed literally the only good news that came out of this week, let's talk about Toys R Us.
Rip in peace, Jeffrey.
Yes,
Yeah.
rest in peace and peace.
Rest in power, brother.
I wish I could find the picture of myself from when I was a kid, with cake face, wearing a not a t-shirt, a sweater.
You had a cake face?
Well, everybody has cake face at some, which is cake on your face when you're a kid.
Oh,
Because
I
cake-
see. I thought you were referring to the shape or texture of your face naturally
No.
at the time in your life.
No.
Then.
No, that would be, yeah.
My face was kind of like cake.
The point where I was trying to make is that I had a sweater on that said I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Well, that's just depressing.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Denied.
Not anymore. You don't get no Toys R Us.
Growing up, I was not a Toys R Us kid. I rarely, if ever.
Oh, well, you're all heart, Rob. Sometimes these things do not happen instantaneously. I mean, it's kind of it's a slow process.
Okay, so
you knew it was coming. That's to be fair.
There's a saying in engineering: failures happen, and it's kind of grim to say, but failures happen slowly and then all at once.
Yeah. Because
there's like some signs, some, and suddenly it all happens. That's life. Life comes at you like that.
Yeah.
Suddenly and then all at once. It's like falling.
Yeah, it's like what is that? What are we dead?
Yep, done.
Fuck.
Been watching a lot of engineering videos. Just randomly, just kind of a weird kick.
Well, Major Motoko, it isn't. It's part of the Kelvin verse, as they call it, or the Abrams verse. So it doesn't fit into canon with the original series because it's not part of that universe. So where it would occur is before the first movie, the 2009 movie that rebooted that universe. Well, it didn't reboot it. Showed what was going on in an alternate version of that universe.
Oh yeah, in other very sad news, we lost Stephen Hawking this week.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes.
It's reminding me how miserable this week's been.
Yeah, it's been pretty fucking terrible.
And I have a toothache.
Yay!
Just to make things a little bit worse.
Although I think it's more my gums than my tooth. I haven't quite determined yet, but I'm seeing how it goes for the next few days.
I'd feel bad for you, but you have this thing called free healthcare.
No, does not cover dental.
Does not cover dental. However,
Ours is better in that way, actually.
I do get dental. I do get a significant amount of my dental, possibly all of it covered by work.
Well, there's that at least.
No. So the third-party health care works alongside the provincial health care to give you as much coverage as humanly possible. So the third party is the one I actually pay out of my paycheck a little bit.
Bullshit. You guys should have dental included. Like, seriously.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know.
What?
You're supposed to be the ones we look up to, guys. Literally.
Yeah, that's the one thing, alright? Everything else is free.
Wait, you mean we did social medicine better than you somehow? Magically?
Well.
I mean, only just barely, like by a hair, because we cover dental. That's about it.
Well, literally that one thing.
Yeah, that's right. And it's not even that great, you know.
No.
And Trump trying to take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Jail. I'm aware of that. Kind of know what that could be, so I'm waiting and seeing. But thanks for reminding me in case I didn't know. The thing is, I have never had a cavity in my entire life. Like, I've never had a cavity, never had a filling, nothing. Like, I've taken good care of my teeth. So, the fact that there's an ache there is annoying to me. Because I have worked very hard my entire life to make sure that does not happen. So, I think also it may be because I think I've been grinding my teeth in my sleep lately. And I think I may have hurt something. I don't know.
Whoa, that's crazy. Russia said to U.S., we can turn the lights off.
Well, we know they can. They installed all that spyware in all our computers.
They've been attacking our electric grid and utilities.
They can literally turn the lights off.
That's pretty crazy.
Exactly what they've been attacking.
So bold.
Yeah.
Which they know Trump is a spineless bitch.
The problem is that Donald Trump has been spending so much time and effort and taxpayer money, I might add, just to... No Russian collusion. There's no Russian collusion.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to, you know, his focus is so heavily on that he won't even allow for the possibility that, hey, aside from you possibly colluding with them, this shit here is actually happening. It has nothing to do with
other things.
you.
Yeah, exactly. It's not all about you, Donald. It's not all about you.
We're saying this is happening. The Russians are doing this. We should do something about this. There's no Russia close. Oh my god. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about something else.
As soon as he hears Russia, he automatically assumes. Hey, thanks, Roth.
Ooh, new biddy.
Leprechauns. Leprechaun Returns. Awesome, look at that.
Oh, that's right. There's going to be a new Leprechaun movie.
Look at them shamrocks.
Leprechaun Returns, man.
Wow.
It actually looks like a good Leprechaun movie, maybe, perhaps. Maybe. Those haven't existed.
I'm the Leprechaun.
Everyone knows the series peaked at number 4, Leprechaun in Space.
Yes. Sure.
Because it was a spoof about how all the fucking horror icons were in development hell, trying to get fucking space sequels, and here he is making fun of them in space.
Yeah. Well, we never got our Freddy in space.
That one was my first Leprechaun movie, and I feel bad about that.
I have actually only ever seen the first one, and in theaters, no less, when it first came out. That's how much Leprechaun I've seen. I'd like to see them, though.
I mean, the Blu-ray set's pretty cheap.
I will get the Blu-ray set at some point.
Same.
And then we'll watch them all, and then I will have
why?
seen them.
Why, Crowlton? Why? I mean, it's technically feasible, I guess, but why?
Because reasons.
For those who are watching this later, Crowlton said he wants a Chucky in space.
Awesome. They can actually see the chat. I have it up on the screen there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You changed it. Yay.
I added it, so it will be preserved forever.
Irrelevant.
Oh, it didn't show the shamrocks. Here, let me show you guys the shamrocks. When Roth did his cheer there. See? Dancing shamrocks. Yay.
Ooh,
Major Motoko, hey! Oh, there's another. Oh, shiny one. Look at that. Thanks. Somebody cheer even more so we can see what other shamrocks there are. Yeah, I don't know why. It shows everything but the animated GIFs.
That's so weird.
It changes the color of the people, too. Well, some of them. Not all of them. Actually, no, they're the correct colors today. No, they're not. They're different. Never mind. Some of them are.
Yes, no, maybe. No, yeah, no. Okay.
How's your father is
random unless you said it because you've got...
Well, no, some of them are correct. Like, Crolatin is correct. JL is correct. Stout is correct.
That's coincidence.
And...
Also, Stoutman gets to choose his color because he's a Prime member. If someone's Prime member, choose the color. Otherwise, it gives you one.
See, Stewie one is dark blue in the chat, but then orange on the screen.
He's got a randomly given cover.
Roth is correct. Garbage Gamer is wrong. He's a different shade of orange in the main chat. Rob Jensen is also different colors, yes.
I mean, it's close, but it's not the same.
It's close, but not quite the same. Steven Seagal is green in the chat, and
it's like a very, very bright line.
Thrashed Fingers is correct. Crolatin is correct.
Oh my god.
Why, are we gonna? Is this the whole stream now?
The new stream? What the fuck?
That's what we're doing.
I don't need to be here for this.
This is the color of everybody's name in the chat stream.
At that point, pickups.
Pickups.
Yeah. I am drinking, so I need to smoke. So I'm gonna go smoke, and then we'll do pickups.
Okay.
I am drinking, so I need. Okay, whatever.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Right. Another one.
He's made a little thing in his head that he has to smoke when he drinks, so now he thinks it's something he has to do. It's a thing our brains do to us. We make rituals.
Our brains are dumb.
Yeah, human brains are stupid. Memories are fallible.
Well, they are, but they're also pretty freaking incredible.
You shut the fuck up, you ginger fuck.
I'm just trying to be contrarian.
I know you Or
Because good is dumb.
no, we're good with the reboot. You can go fuck yourself.
Nope. If you want to see our
Can we discuss
foaming rage of reboot,
What else is
you can go back, what, 4 SNIs ago?
3, I think.
3?
Mm-hmm.
So
Like,
this would be the 4th
the
one.
same shit is happening now. There's nothing new to talk about.
No, we pretty much covered everything.
Oh, God, there was another teaser this week, wasn't there?
I don't know.
I feel like there's another teaser for another movie.
There you go, Colan's right.
Oh,
Down
for
there.
another movie?
This is the internet. We need less contrarians.
Less contrarians. Not possible, my friend. There may have been something. I don't know.
Everyone's screaming about.
Oh
this.
yeah, Avengers Infinity War, the poster dropped. Didn't have Hawkeye. People complained. Someone replaced everyone with Hawkeye. No joke that happened. Both that and Discord was pretty funny.
Yeah, I kind of
Infinity
avoided.
War teaser was cool.
I kind of avoided the new trailer because I've seen the old one. I know what the general idea is. Now I just want to see the movie. I don't want to know anything else about it. Anything more about it.
Didn't really tell anything. It just shows us more cool moments. And like, oh,
I'd rather see that. I'm one of those. I'd rather see that in the movie than.
Yep.
So.
Oh, your prediction's wrong. It's probably going to be Iron Man or Captain America who's going to die.
Your prediction's wrong.
Hawkeye's not going to die. It's misleading you by making you think he is. Someone on that poster now is going to die. And I'm guessing Robert Downey Jr.'s character, because he's the most expensive, and he'll probably just be a voice actor because he'll end up being like the new AI for Avengers Mansion or something.
He has already said several times over the past 10 or so years that he doesn't want to do this anymore, so it'd make perfect sense.
And like I said, they wanted to, like, part of the storyline is like Tony becomes the new AI. So the next Iron Man would have Tony Stark as his AI. So you could have, you can show up and fucking record shit in his bedroom, like at 8:30 a.m.
Downey,
roll back over and go back to sleep.
Robert Downey Jr. underpants.
Right.
You know how much money he's made off of these fucking movies? The man no longer has to work anymore if he doesn't want to.
If they lived more conservatively, every single actor in Hollywood would never have to work and make another movie ever again.
Well,
they get paid so much.
I mean, there are some people in Hollywood who made like one movie or one TV show that had one season or something like that, and they make barely enough to, feed and clothe themselves and all that shit. But
it all depends on
What?
It all depends on the popularity of the product.
Sorry.
Like, if it was just
I don't
this...
hear myself breaking up in the stream.
You were breaking up the whole time. We were nice to you. I think they're going to kill both Iron Man and Captain America. I think one in each movie, I think.
What I'm saying is I didn't hear myself breaking up in the stream.
You might not be
breaking
up for
Sean, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. Yep. So I think I'm going to kill Captain America and Iron Man. One in each movie.
So yeah, I tried...
No.
I tried live streaming on Facebook the other day.
Oh.
What a colossal of ass that was. Yeah, because, if you totally like interacting with your crowd on a 20-minute delay.
What?
20 fucking minutes.
What? For the stream?
For the Facebook live stream delay.
Oh, that. Holy shit.
Oh, God. I clocked it, too. It was like 19-something minutes.
That's crazy.
I was playing Destiny 2, and I had quit the game, gone to the desktop, monologued for 10 minutes, and I looked back in the stream, and I was still in the game. I was like,
have a good night, Rob. Okay, pickups. What's everybody got? Stout! What you got, Stout?
Okay.
I want to lean
Well,
back.
first of all, let's just get to the point of saying,
Whoa, media
Facebook live
resource
streaming sucks.
What sucks?
Facebook live streaming sucks.
Oh, yes. I did one once as well.
Sucks sweaty nutsacks.
once.
With my new phone at the time, and I even took the precaution of filming horizontally, and Facebook, in their infinite wisdom, cropped it to the Facebook video square size, chopping off the sides. And, yeah.
That's that. Never using it again.
Well, and also, it was very choppy and laggy, and, I mean, I have 5G Wi-Fi, which is the fast Wi-Fi, and I was no more than, like, 6 feet away from my router at all times, and there was no reason for it to be a choppy stream, but it was. I would go over to the couch, or, like, over behind the couch, and it would start to get choppy. It's like, really? I'm in the same room as the router. What the fuck?
Yeah, I can see it. It's right there.
It's right over there. There's the blinky lights. Steven Seagal says, "Wait! I need a shit. Time to swap my phone to watch SNI." Great time to have to take a dump, Steven. Well, you can catch Stout's pickups on the repeat. All right, Stout, what'd you get?
On the poop rebound.
For resale today, I picked up Champions Return to Arms, which is like a
Ooh, that's
one of the few games that they had for PS2, apparently, that was
it's an online-only spiritual successor to Champions of Norath.
Ah, okay.
It's a EverQuest game.
Yes.
And apparently it's pretty damn good, because even though it's like a online broadband-only game, from what I was reading, you can actually play it offline, and it's still desirable. People are paying like $30 for it. So,
All right, then.
From the little clips and stuff I saw, it kind of reminds me of Gauntlet meets Phantasy Star Online.
Yeah. I remember, I think Champions of Norath was kind of a Gauntlet-style game, was it not? Like, but it wasn't online. I'm pretty sure I played that one, because I remember a friend and I really enjoyed the... or no, I didn't play Champions of Norath. No, I played Gauntlet Dark Alliance, which would explain why I was thinking it was Gauntlet-like, because it was actually Gauntlet.
It was a Gauntlet game.
One of the good ones.
Not Dark Alliance. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. We played Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
Oh my god, dude. How many
and really liked it. And then we wanted something similar, and it's like, well, let's play this Gauntlet game. We're like, wow, this is just like Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, but it's Gauntlet.
Sean, you're peeing in the other. You're peeing in the other urinal. Stop.
I must spread my pee. Okay. Raps Hawaii.
What the fuck?
What the hell was that?
I had no idea myself, but I looked it up, and it's worth some money, so I just, okay. Sure, why not?
Awesome.
Apparently a comedian named Rap.
Sounds
That honestly
hilarious.
looks like they printed that box at home.
I thought it was like an old man rapping in Hawaii.
Yeah, it looks printed like it's printed on demand or whatever. Maybe the rating funny? Something?
That's an official MPAA rating right there.
That's such an official movie.
I also picked this up because it's not in print anymore.
Yeah.
It has David Boreanaz in it. It's got to be good.
It looks terrible, and it's made by the guy who did Urban Legend. I have no interest.
Wow,
Excellent.
Look at all those models that look exactly the same.
Like, holy cow. Just
hate that
take
movie.
a really close look at this.
I thought it needed, by the way.
They all look fucking identical. What the
generic ditzy blonde girl number 37.
Yes. And then I found this. This is apparently one
I
of the
paid fucking money for that movie, by the way. I saw it in the theater, and I regretted it.
You poor bastard.
This is apparently one of the more rare HD DVDs out there, so I got it to sell.
Nice.
Because it was factory sealed.
Oh, wow. That's actually a pretty good find.
And people do still collect HD DVDs.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because there actually are some
it's
movies
HD.
with some
It looks
HD
better,
transfers that are
Because it was a
pretty good.
superior video in many ways.
There is some that have superior. Well, it's specifically they have superior transfers that were later reprocessed and butchered for Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So, such as The Thing. The Thing was one for a long time. The HD DVD was the best HD version you could get.
Thank you, Scream Factory.
And then
It wasn't
Scream
even
Factory
just-
fixed most of it. Arrow fixed the rest of it.
It wasn't even just Major Motoko says an HD DVD in the wild. Dude, there were like 20 HD DVDs at Goodwill.
Oh
today.
wow,
It's
really?
like, holy cow! I thought
Buy
about going
them
to those, but
all.
they were not worth anything. So like,
Buy them all and get a player for $10 from the same thrift store.
no need. I can play Blu-rays.
Okay.
Anyways, I also picked up this for myself.
Nice.
Ah, cool.
Broadway musicals. I've seen none of these, so
Well, there you
I
go.
don't know.
I've seen an actual live stage play of Showboat, which
Seven Brides.
starred, let's see, Cloris Leachman was in it, and Dean, what's his face, the guy who was in the original Herbie the Love Bug movie.
Dean Martin.
No, not Dean
Seven
Martin.
Seven Brothers should be titled Seven.
Dean
Chick-
Tane? You mean Superman?
No, a different Dean. I'm gonna have to look him up now. Dean Jones? No.
While you're looking him up, I was thinking about getting this to sell, but I'm just going to keep it because it's pretty awesome.
Oh wait a minute, it wasn't Showboat, it was Riverboat. Never mind.
The best.
But it was still good. It was great to see. You know, it was great
This
just
is like
seeing.
the second time. Yeah, exactly.
You know what was great,
Wait a minute,
though?
It had nothing to do with things shows. Never
Seeing
mind.
seeing Cloris Leachman live on stage, like she's a fucking legend. I grew up on Mel Brooks movies and just adore that woman. She's so funny.
Okay. Abbott and Costello, the best of Abbott and Costello, fourth volume. This one has Abbott and Costello meet the Mummy. Has Abbott and Costello meet
Oh my
Keystone Cops, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
So
Jerry
Car-
Seinfeld in one of them.
I go to search the Love Bug and I type in the Love Boat. Like, like Gavin McLeod, he wasn't in that. Oh wait a minute, it was Dean Jones. It was Dean Jones. Okay. Anyway, Abbott and Costello.
Meet the monsters too.
That's awesome.
So yeah, again, I was thinking about getting it just to resell because it's worth like $15 or something like that. But
Nice.
myself, so no, it's mine,
Fine.
Watch it and then sell it.
There you go.
I guess. Another one that I got for myself, probably the best one I found today, actually, because it's getting hard to find. Little Monsters.
Little Monsters.
I need to get that too.
Howie Mandel and
I've only
Fred
seen that movie
Savage.
most
I
of
was
that.
even more surprised that it was in really good condition. Like, aside from this right here, the disc was in good condition.
Well,
This
you can put that in a new case.
Yeah, whatever. Not a big deal. And I was very happy to find this, even though it's not worth that much.
I've seen part of that movie once when I was a kid when it was on TV.
Awesome. I think I saw the trailer.
It's a great fucking movie, you guys. You need to see it.
Oh god, I have dark memories with that movie.
Where the red fern grows.
This is the version that I saw in school when I was a kid. This is what they showed us after we read the book. It was only
Yep.
after we read the book.
Yep, and you know
But-
what the one scene is we were all wanting to see? Like, cringing at the same time, but wanting to... friggin' dog intestine in the tree scene.
Sieben Seagull says, I loved Dean Cain in Showboat. Great horror movie.
Oh god. That's the one with John Rickles, right?
Totally. Finest
And there's like a
horror
bunch of
actor
them.
who ever lived.
They were like
John Rickles.
the funny guy and the straight man, and Dean Cain's the funny guy for some reason.
Yeah, cast against type is really quite cutting edge.
Yeah, John Rickles did a good job as straight man, though.
He did.
For a total of $23 on Mercari, I got the following 3 games. I got Animal Crossing City Folk, which I believe there are
I
certain
like that
things
one.
you can't even do in this game anymore because it was all
Nope.
on. Some of it was online, and
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
you can't visit other towns anymore.
Oh, well, that
Whatever.
sucks.
still wanted to play it because it's an Animal Crossing game I have not played.
Well, there you
I don't
go.
know if you can even get to the city, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway.
Does it get past the title screen?
No, you can get,
Super
like, you
Mario.
can do things in your
Oh,
own
Super
town. I
Paper
don't think you
Mario,
can leave the
nice.
town at all. Anyway.
I used to own this, but I never finished it, so now I have.
That's a good score, man. That's a great fucking game.
Got both of them for 23.
The GameCube game is my favorite Paper Mario, but I like all of them. I have all of them.
1,000-Year Door.
Yes.
Got this for $8, which is pretty good because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really hard to find for a decent price.
Oh.
Oh my god, if you find another copy of that, you gotta grab it for me, because I want
I
that.
got it on eBay. It's on eBay.
Hey,
Yeah.
is that
Alright.
bald guy the bald guy from Doctor Who?
No.
I don't know.
Is it?
I know
Is
this
there a
started
guy
getting
named?
knocked- no.
Is there a guy named Matt something in it? Because I know his name is Matt something.
Matt Lucas?
Yes, that
Oh,
is him.
yeah.
It is
Okay.
him.
That guy's so extremely creepy. Oh my god.
He's
He's-
really creepy in this movie.
He was one of the companions of Peter Capaldi.
Oh my
his
god,
doctor.
really?
Yeah.
I can't fucking wait.
He is.
Oh my God.
He's actually really funny in it.
This
So-
movie
but-
is really good, though. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so darkly humorous, that movie. You gotta see it, guys.
Nice.
You can get
Small
your hands up.
apartments. Nice.
And then I finally picked up Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
I've been-
it's worried they're gonna
That's the older version.
I've been wanting to see that for so long.
New one's got a better transfer, just so you do know that there's a new anniversary edition. If you want to get it, that's the one to get.
All right, I will.
Uh-huh.
I've waited this
Well,
long.
It looks like it's about to go out of print, so like
Probably
I took
because there's a
one-
new edition coming out.
No, that one though, there's already a new edition out. It's been out for a while.
Oh, never mind.
Not like last year before, I think.
No, what I'm saying is recently that version that I saw online on Amazon was like it wasn't in stock and people were starting to sell it for like 30 fucking bucks.
Oh.
So I got really worried and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy whatever fucking version I can before it goes out of print.
I mean, it's not a bad edition. It's just there's a better transfer on the new release. If you can find that one, you should get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, for $7 I got
I like that one.
High Fidelity. One that
$5.
people have been saying I should see like forever, and I still have not seen it.
Yeah,
A
it's a
great
fun movie.
movie.
John Cusack's
But-
great.
That's what I've heard.
Without a doubt, the best pickup of the week. In fact, perhaps the best pickup of the last 10 years.
Whoa,
One
here
of
we
the
go.
greatest things I have ever found, and one of the best deals ever, by the way.
Dunstan checks in,
After
sealed on VHS.
after our intense discussion last week, I knew I just had to pick it up, and here it is,
Oh,
Avatar.
fuck you.
I love that movie.
That's the same edition I have, and as far as I'm
Yep.
concerned, that's the only one to get.
Yep.
Get the 3D one just to have it in 3D, but that one has all the cuts
Extended
on it.
edition.
Yeah, it has 3 cuts on it. I will only watch the super duper extended version because it's the most coherent and the least bad.
I've been trying to get the extended edition for quite some time. I'm not a huge Avatar fan, but
Rosie really likes it
that's why I
actually.
waited so damn long on it. But then
Yeah,
I
she
found
really
it
likes it.
on eBay for again like $7 freaking dollars. I was like, holy cow, that's
Yeah, I was
So-
telling him that it went on sale that year it came out on Blu-ray at Target. It was on sale for $12 or whatever.
Yeah, I got it
Black
stupid
Friday.
cheap. Yeah, I got it
And
really
was
cheap.
Never on sale after that, and so glad I grabbed it then. Though.
Yeah, I think that's probably when I grabbed it too. It was like 15
that's it.
bucks here,
That's
I
all
think.
got.
But,
Yeah, when I was showing Rosie the first 2 Terminator movies a couple weeks ago, I mentioned to her, I said, you know, this is directed by the same guy who did Avatar, and she was like, oh, really? The Avatar guy? Like, yeah. And she kept waiting for Arnold to say, get to the chopper.
Wrong
It's
one.
like, that's the only thing I know about him is get to the chopper. It's like, yeah, that's a different movie, sweetie. He's not in this one. This is where I'll Be Back came from. I was like, oh, okay. But,
I showed my girlfriend when she was here Terminator and Terminator 2 she'd never seen before. So.
nice. Hope she
I
enjoyed
don't know how
it.
she got into the age she did, which is not that far from my age, and hadn't seen it. But I was like, well, I gotta fucking make her watch it now. So.
Well, yeah, those are
Like,
great.
like one.
It's good to watch them back to back as well. That's what we
well,
did.
we did like one night after the other.
I think we did them both the same day. Actually, we watched the first one in the afternoon and the second one like with dinner, and there's so many little connections between the
Yep.
two that really link them together very, very nicely.
I've seen them close together. We saw them like once, and one day and one the other day.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
A lot of connections, a lot of lines that are kind of
It had
iconic
been
lines.
almost 10 years since that movie had come out. That's
Yeah.
why.
They what was it? The first one was like six years.
84.
Yeah, it was 84, and then the second
was
one was like
91.
1990 or 91. Yeah, but
It was almost 10 years though, and they were like, "Yeah, we got to remind everyone this fucking happened."
yeah, but no, and it's also nice little connections too. Like when in the first one, Reese, the first thing he says to Sarah is, "Come with me if you want to live." And then, of course, in the second one, the Terminator steps out of the thing, and she freaks out, thinks, "Oh my God, Terminator's back!" But then he reaches out for her and says, "Come with me if you want to live." Like he says the same thing to her, and it's just great little connections like that. Which
It's
I
one
love.
of the best sequels ever.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely! It will always be a favorite of mine.
so neatly woven in with the first movie.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. Well, and as you guys watch the retro videos, you'll notice that Jason and I are huge fans of that movie, and we're just like completely obsessed with it at the time and talk about it a lot.
Man, who
So-
wasn't?
Alrighty, Garbage Gamer, what you got?
Got a couple movies.
Whoa, movies?
Themes over here. Alright, so picked up not a very well-known Jim Henson movie here on Blu-ray. Picked
Oh.
up The Dark Crystal.
Oh yeah, I never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. No,
You know-
this was in the $7 bin at
Yeah, it's been in the bargain bins for a while. It's a nice addition too. Bluto had never seen that before and just watched it for the first time this past week.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw his Facebook post actually.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And it apparently just blew him away.
so yeah, I've actually
That's great.
I've only seen a VHS and my really bad
Oh,
rip of it. That actually the only reason
That's
I still
good.
keep that rip is because they integrated in the uncut audio.
the actual
Yeah, the one
Skeksis dialogue that they did. Yeah.
and also a
remember.
bunch of never before seen footage.
That's right. Yeah, I remember.
It's
I
like
think.
really, really poor, like almost like old Doctor Who level
Oh,
old footage.
it
It's
was
all
like-
scratchy and black and white.
yeah, it's from like a VHS copy of a work print. I think. That's
Yeah,
the only
so-
footage that exists of it.
Yeah,
But
so
it's really interesting hearing the Skeksis speaking like this other language. Like you don't.
like technically their native tongue.
Yeah, like, and there's no subtitles, so you don't know what they're saying, but you can kind of figure it out from their actions and their body language and stuff, and that's just a testament to how good the puppeteers were.
Oh yeah.
Just amazing.
So this next one here was in a new bin they introduced at Walmart, the 388 bin.
Ooh.
So, and in the 388 bin, they had the special edition of American Graffiti on DVD.
Ooh. Very
Nice.
nice. I did not own that in
So-
any form.
So this is obviously George Lucas's first film,
Yes.
based off of the town I was born in.
Basically, his love letter to the 50s.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
This entire movie.
It stars
It-
great director.
Ron Howard.
That's right,
Yes.
Ron Howard.
Yep, there.
He's doing
there-
Star Wars.
There's
There-
Reshot Han Solo, if you'll remember.
That's right.
there's a very young Ron Howard right there.
So it's kind of almost
Just
kind of
wanna
like
see
he's
the
come full
original
circle in a way, back into the world of George Lucas. But
Yep. So
who
so yeah,
not?
this
I always remember Ron Howard from Happy Days. And
Oh, yeah.
prior to that, of course, he was Opie on the Andy Griffith Show.
See, that's where when I think of Ron Howard, I think of Opie.
Yeah. Well, you watch a lot of the old school sitcoms too. So
I grew up
That's
watching Andy Griffith Show.
oh, those are great.
I even have on my computer in glorious remastered HD,
Mm.
the episode of the Danny Thomas Show that
Oh.
where Andy Griffith first appeared.
Oh,
in
I've seen that. Yeah. That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
it. Brought to you by Maxwell House Instant Coffee, the coffee with that natural bean flavor.
Just add water.
I wonder what that flavor is. I wonder what bean flavor is.
Mm.
Coffee that tastes like coffee.
Bean.
I mean, they just make a note you know, just to. I mean, back when we used to listen to those radio shows, and the whole thing was about blue coal.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the Shadow.
Yeah.
That was the Shadow. Yeah. Brought to you by Blue Coal Anthracite.
Yes.
Burns cleaner and longer than regular coal.
So I picked up. This is pretty much all my pickups was from a trip to Walmart that I made. So I'm like, you know what? I'm at Walmart. I've eaten things for such a long time, and what sparked wanting to get these was getting the Oregon Trail handheld.
Oh yeah.
Target.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know what this is.
So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go see what they have, and they happen to have 3 of the ones that I wanted to get. Now there's some that I avoid because of the dot matrix display. I didn't want any of those.
Oh, okay.
So like the Pac-Man one and the Asteroids ones, I'm not going to get those.
No, don't look as good.
But I did grab 3 of them that they did have that were actual like NES on a chip. So they're like the NES versions of these arcade games. And the first one is Rampage.
Be nice.
I'll turn.
Now, if you turn it on.
Yeah, there you go.
So I remember you showed some pictures of this. And
that is the.
Now it's the full arcade version in there, isn't it?
I believe this is the NES release.
Oh, okay.
Rampage.
That's still really cool.
Because there's the ability to pause the game.
Ah, okay.
So, but the NES version was a pretty faithful recreation.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Of
just
the
8-bit instead of 16-bit.
So, yeah, you can kind of hear it.
What, Carlatin? I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Carlatin.
I was gonna say something, but then I decided not to, so I didn't.
Good. Good.
Hey,
So
at least he's doing it before he's on the big camera. Here's my pickups. Just hang on a sec.
The next one I picked up.
Glorious
I've been
high
sick, motherfuckers.
Exactly.
You know, suck my ass.
So the next one I picked up is Cubert.
Alright, I'll stop now.
Cubert.
I love Cubert.
Now this
Yeah.
version, this is the arcade version of Cubert.
Okay. That's pretty
There's
cool.
no pause, so you can tell. There's only one button.
Yeah, there's no pause.
Yeah, just
Well, there is a pause button, but
move and jump.
But again, yeah. So
I used to have, well, actually, I still have the ColecoVision version of Cubert, which I used to play a lot. Which reminds me, there's a ColecoVision thing they put out, isn't there? Like a ColecoVision Classic or something.
Yep, I got it.
I need to get that.
So last but not least, I know, Sean, you in particular really like this game. And that is Joust.
Ah, yes.
House.
Yeah, that's one. Actually, Rosie really likes that one too. We play that quite a bit when I fire up the old arcade collections.
They're neat. They just look nice on the shelf.
They do. They're so cool. How much were those?
These normally go for about $25 a piece.
Oh, that's cheap.
So, and actually, when I got them, they were on sale for 10.
Nice.
I think at Walmart, they're like normally $20. Just
I'll have to keep it out. And where do you find them? Like in the toy section or in the?
Yeah, it's at least how my Walmart's set up. There's the electronics department, and then behind the electronics, like to the side, is like where all the kids' toys are, and on like the back wall where all the board games are. And stuff like that. That's where they are.
Ah, okay. Yeah, mine is completely different. Like, the electronics section is kind of in the middle at the back, and then on the far opposite side of the store is where the toys are.
Yeah,
So,
a lot of the ones
that little mini arcade
electronics next to each other.
That's great.
Yeah, this is when I first brought them home. I took a picture with my phone and posted these on our Discord, and this is all they saw.
Yeah. I used to, I have, well, I used to, I don't know if it might still be at my mom's, actually, but I had the Miss Pac-Man one that they released back in the 80s, where it was like an LED display, so it was definitely a step above the Tiger games, and for something like Pac-Man, it actually worked quite well, because it was a set layout all the time anyway. But I used to play that all the time, Miss Pac-Man on that. And it was a little arcade cabinet with a little screen and a little joystick and stuff. And I think Angry Video Game Nerd's shown them before.
Yeah, they're really rare.
There was a bunch that they did, like Frogger and a couple other ones.
I was trying to remember what you were talking about. Yeah, okay, the original 80s cabinets.
Yeah, the little mini ones. And I had the Miss Pac-Man one, and that was my.
Yeah, those were they were not obviously not dot matrix displays. They didn't have those back then.
No, it was basically
they were fluorescent tube.
It was like an LCD display, but it was color. So.
Yeah, they used what is it? It's a phosphor.
It would light up. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like I said, it's the same thing you would find in like a calculator of the era.
Yeah, it looked pretty good, like for what it was.
Yeah, I mean, the one I've seen gameplay videos of all of them.
Yeah. And
out of all of them, there's really only one that I would really ever want, because it seems like the translation, and the controls, and the actual game, and that was Frogger.
Yeah, I wanted the Frogger one too. I never got it though.
Frogger seems to be the one, and that kind of translates really well to a very Tiger Electronics, like you said, type of game.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I think, and also the Pac-Man, because the thing about those is they have static displays, like static backgrounds. I had some kind of, I thought I had some kind of Donkey Kong game like that too. I may have had two, actually. I may have had the Miss Pac-Man and the Donkey Kong. I can't remember. But I seem to recall playing a Donkey Kong game that was like that as well.
Donkey Kong guys.
But I played a lot of Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. on the ColecoVision.
Did you play a lot of the Donkey Kong?
I did. A lot of the Donkey Kong on the ColecoVision.
Donkey Donk? What?
One of
the music.
One of the video game systems.
My honky tonk, but donkey donk.
Side note, the music from the Donkey Kong Country games, even to this day, is so fucking good.
Oh, I love that soundtrack. Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country was great because, I mean, it was very innovative in its use of rendered 3D characters for the sprites instead of hand-drawn. It looked really good, and the soundtrack was awesome. And also the gameplay was great. I mean, it was just such a solid game in every conceivable respect.
That's rare for you.
And it was just also a wonderful love letter to the classic Donkey Kong games. Like, I love Cranky Kong and all his little rants about how video games used to be and stuff like that. It was great. Cranky Kong.
So it looks like the mini arcade version of Frogger is like these. It's not a dot matrix display.
Oh.
You know what would make me so happy is if Nintendo started doing these.
Yes.
Like they did the Game & Watch all the way back in the day in like the 80s.
Oh yeah.
But I want to see like a return in this kind of fashion, but with like some of their more pop. Like, just do the original fucking Donkey Kong. Do Mario Brothers.
Yeah, there's websites you can go to where you can play the old LCD games on the website. Like they've been
I have
those Flash games
somewhere.
Yeah, and it actually has the like a nice high res image of what the game looked like, and then on the little LCD screen it actually reproduces the game itself, and you can play it, which is pretty cool. And it has the sounds and everything. It's really neat. I can't remember. There's like one website, I had a whole bunch of them.
Oh, found it. Pikapic.
Pikapic?
Yes. Yeah, this is at pikapic.com.
How's it spelled?
PICA-PIC.com.
Okay, Pikapic. I will put the link in the description unless I forget.
Yeah, because it's got, a lot of the old Game & Watch games.
That's what it was, yeah, and a lot of the old handheld LCD
got Donkey
games.
Kong, Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
There's some obscure ones on here, but some that people know.
Yeah.
Like it's got the Simpsons Bartman.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
On here, it's got the Terminator Tiger Electronic game. I remember the one that I played.
Dragon. Is that one with the dragon I really like?
I was just gonna say it's called Caveman.
Yes,
Caveman.
the coolest, man.
Caveman, if there's any game that you can actually like sink a lot of time into, it's fucking Caveman.
Oh,
The
yeah.
game is actually surprisingly deep.
I would
Okay.
buy a real life Caveman handheld if I could find one.
Oh yeah, and
I'd play the fuck out of it because that game's so much fun.
yeah, I remember when I first found this site, it was actually Caveman. I ended up playing it for like a half an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost beat
1982
Caveman.
from Tomy, actually.
Tomy.
Let's see what else do they have here. Yeah, they have I played the Legend of Zelda one too. That one's actually kind of interesting.
I would settle for like a recreation of Caveman, like a new old one, you know, like the reproduction.
I just want like the way they're doing those arcade cabinet things, the tiny arcade cabinets.
Oh,
I want that, but with Mario Brothers. That's all I want.
You know how much I would spend $30+ if I can get one of these, with slightly better, like look at that. It's all real spongy, something like that. But a little bit better controls. And if it could have like the Versus Mario Brothers on here, any of the Play Choice Versus versions of old Nintendo games, that would be fucking epic. Like those would be like scalper
You're
heaven.
paying attention, Nintendo.
Yeah. All right. I'm guessing that was your piece de resistance for this week's pick.
Yeah, those are.
All right.
Yeah, I have some other stuff that I ordered, but they're not going to be here yet.
All right. I also have some stuff I ordered that isn't going to be until Monday. So
Apparently, Tandy released Caveman here in the States, and
Oh, did
there
they?
you go.
also Grandstand also released.
Skin Slip. What you got?
Speaking of the podcast, I picked up the Soul Tangler, which is a
Ooh.
got on 16mm, edited on tape, so presented here in standard def from the 1-inch masters, shot on whatever movie. It's a horror movie of some sort.
Interesting.
It's there's a famous zine slash book called Bleeding Skull as a website now. They released a whole bunch of movies, and it's one of the ones that is now getting re-released to the AGFA. So finally able to pick that up. Then I upgraded Opera to Blu-ray.
Nice.
Your DVDs has different
something I
special
need to
features, plus the soundtrack's not available in this. So
Yeah, I need to get that.
that's-
Opera's great.
and then I bought Cat O' Nine Tails, the limited edition box set,
Nice. I need that.
because I mean I had Bird with Crystal Plumage. Now if they release 4 Flies and Gray Velvet, I could have all 3 of the Animal Trilogy.
The Animal Trilogy, yeah.
8 boxes. So that's everything I got. That was it.
I think Cat and Nine Tails is the only one I've seen. I haven't seen Don't Torture a Duckling. I haven't seen Four Flies on Grey Velvet.
Don't touch the duckling. It's Lucio Fulci.
Oh, okay, sorry.
4 Flies and Grey Velvet, Cat O' Nine Tails, and the Bird with Crystal Plumage.
Okay, so the only one I haven't seen is the Four Flies one.
I haven't seen 4 Flies and Grey Velvet yet either. I actually haven't seen the Cat O' Nine Tails either.
I remember really enjoying Bird with the Crystal Plumage, though.
Yeah, I love that movie. I bought it on Blu-ray back when it first came out. I bought the new one too.
I love the side character of So Long. It's like, okay, I can help you, So Long. Oh, okay, goodbye. No, it's come back. It's like a tick. It's something I say all the time. I just say so long after everything. Oh, okay. So it's like he's telling the story like every other sentence is like so long, and then this happened and so long, and it's just like this weird tick that he has. Huh. He says so long after everything.
All I know is it's got Carl Malden and James Franciscus running around like so.
That's Cat o' Nine Tails, which has Carl Malden. It's interesting to see Carl Malden in an Argento film. No, this was Bird with Crystal Plumage.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I was just talking about like this. That's all I can't wait to see. So.
Yeah, no, it's good. I enjoyed that one. I don't remember anything about it, but I remember liking it. Okay, comics or Blu-rays?
Comics.
Only 2 today, but they're fairly big ones. Picked up Volume 4 of the Golden Age Batman. So this one contains Batman numbers 12 through 15, Detective Comics numbers 66 through 74, and World's Finest Comics numbers 7 through 9. And as with the previous volumes, the reproduction in this is just beautiful.
Nice.
Absolutely stunning. Just bright, vibrant colors and everything clear as a bell. It's really, really nice. So, they are way behind on those paperbacks, by the way. I think the omnibus editions are up to volume 8 now. And the paperback editions are basically every 2 volumes equals 1 omnibus volume. So, in order for the paperbacks to be up to date, they would need to be up to volume 16 by now. So, I'm hoping they don't drag their ass too much and stop doing them in paperback, because the paperbacks are way more affordable. The next one I picked up the first few single issues of this, and then it just seems to keep selling out, so I'm just going to go with the paperbacks for the trades for now, because I think that's just an easier way to collect them anyway. Got Robotech.
Slowly coming around.
This is the new one that's basically a sort of updated retelling of the original story from the show. And really, really nice artwork in this. And I haven't sat down and read it cover to cover, just kind of skimmed through it, because, I mean, I'm intimately familiar with the original. So I was more kind of curious about, you know, the similarities and the differences. And it's an interesting beast. It's very respectful of the original story, while at the same time kind of putting their own spin on things. So, yeah, so if you'd like to kind of revisit the original story in slightly different form, this is a good one to check out. Alright, that is it for the comics. Next up, Blu-rays. First off, I'll just say right off the bat, I did not buy Justice League. I will get it another time. But I did get Thor Ragnarok. Actually, been really looking forward to this one. I just laughed my ass off when the first trailer came out. I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be fun. So yeah, really looking forward to this. Guessing Disney's just not doing 3D releases for North America anymore, because this one also does not have a 3D version. Actually, I think it's the first one to not have a 3D version since they started doing the 3D versions. I think there's a Region B one that gets it. They still get the 3D over there, but not here. So, oh well. And then I figure it's about time I actually check out this franchise, because it's one of the few big 80s horror franchises I haven't seen. Picked up the new 8-movie collection of Friday the 13th. So there you go. So this is the original Paramount series. This does not include Jason Goes to Hell or Jason X, because those are both New Line. I did take a look around to see if maybe the old Blu-rays were kicking around for those two, but I'm guessing they're long out of print because they were nowhere to be found. So, I don't know, at some point. But the thing is, I've actually never seen these. I never saw the Friday the 13th movies. I just didn't have any interest in them. It didn't seem that appealing to me at the time. I was more into Nightmare on Elm Street, which I felt had more depth and stuff that was of interest to me in it. So I just never got around to watching these. So I thought it was about time I checked it out. I've only ever seen bits and pieces of the first one, so pretty much all of this will be new to me.
I mean, they're not bad movies, but the Nightmare on Elm Street series does have more depth.
Yeah, no, and that's my understanding as well. I mean, I was kind of late to the Halloween party as well. I mean, I started watching those when Halloween 5 came out, basically, so... yeah. And then finally, I loved the first series, had to grab this. Got Season 2 of Attack on Titan. And of course, the limited edition, because I got the limited editions of parts 1 and 2 of Season 1. So as you can see, they all kind of line up, which is quite nice. They're all the same design. So... good to have consistency there. But this is a slightly bigger edition. It actually comes in a box, nice hard box, which the other sets did not, mainly because they include an additional art book, which is quite nice. So they have all kinds of, it's mostly just artwork from the show. There's beautiful art, some sketches and character profiles and stuff. But and then as the original limited editions were, it is a digibook with a book in the middle that gives you so Blu-rays on one side, DVDs on the other. But yeah, so been dying to find out what happens next, because really enjoyed the first season. So looking forward to checking this bad boy out.
Finished the first season?
We did not. We have about 5 episodes to go, I think.
Jesus Christ.
So
Years later, I don't remember where the fuck we were.
That's okay. I have it noted where we were, so we can pick up where we left off, even if we don't remember what the fuck's going on.
In 5 years.
Yeah. By then, season 8 of Attack on Titan will be out, and there is a season 3 already in the works, apparently. Season 2 is a shorter season as well. It's only 12 episodes. So, hence only 1 cent. There we go.
Caroline goes, wow, only 4 years ago.
I guess it was. It was around the time that... Well, it's mainly because Google made it so much easier to do live streams at the time. We could just stream straight to YouTube, and then they went and, in their infinite wisdom, took that ease away. Because we do is live hangouts, that's what it was. And then...
now, though.
Oh, it's coming out that... Oh, Major Focus says Season 3 is coming out this year on streaming, so it's... I didn't realize it was coming that soon. So that's cool. So then the Blu-ray shouldn't be too far behind that. Oh, and much like the first season, where the first season aired with some animation mistakes, some stuff that wasn't quite polished yet, the Blu-rays are the definitive edition of Season 2, which they have everything finished and corrected and as it is meant to be seen.
Yay.
So there you go.
4 years ago.
Literally 4
So
years
there
ago.
you go.
Took 4 years. We still, by the way, it's been like 10 years and we still haven't finished Jekyll.
Yes.
1 episode left of that.
I know.
Oh my god.
Let's
We
just
still have...
not see how it ends.
I never finished the show.
I know.
We still have a whole season, well, whole season as in like, what, 3 episodes of Sherlock.
Yes.
Yep.
Well,
I know.
What Brandon named his cat after.
Yes, that's right.
I did
Oh,
name it
speaking-
after Sherlock, yes.
Speaking of Sherlock, my brother went to London last week.
Uh-huh.
I picked this up.
Oh, you got Sherlock Holmes' business card. Hold on. There we go. Okay. 221B big.
Pretty
Oh,
cool.
look at
Like
that
Sherlock
focus.
himself.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's clearly Sherlock, the real Sherlock Holmes.
That is
Everything.
absolutely genuine.
Yep. A real.
No one
Genuine
just
art.
did that in the back room 10 minutes before
Nope.
we put them out. Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
It's a real thing.
Yep. Logically.
Hey, when are we going to get back to Thundercats?
Well, see, all of that
we
was...
restarted it because it was so long since we had seen it, and now it's been so long since we've seen it, we might as well restart it
We
again.
just restarted again.
They're cats.
Yeah.
We're never gonna get through it.
See, if enough people subscribe to Sean on Twitch, he won't have to work at that job, and he can do things like that.
I can do that all the fucking
And then we can
time.
literally harass him. Like, you need to actually do shit because, motherfucker, people pay you.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a couple different ways we can approach that. I mean, we could do, if we do it as like just sort of the variety nights that we were doing, where we watch an episode of a bunch of different things, or we could just like focus on a show at a time, just kind of like power through one show, power through another show. So we've done that before too, and we actually finished shows when we did it that way.
Yeah, I think powering through one show at a time would probably be the best way to do
Yeah,
it.
that's how we got through Voltron.
Well, we did, yeah, we did
Voltron.
Go Line, we did Die Rugger,
Oh yeah, we did Voltron and then we did...
and we
yeah.
did Transformers, all 98 episodes and the movie of Transformers.
Yep.
So, oh, and Space Cruiser Yamato Series 1 and 2, we
Yeah.
did that as well.
We need to do those
So-
next 3 seasons of Transformers, so I mean, that would be pretty cool.
So we could do that.
The Japanese series, you know?
Well, and a lot of, if we did that, and also a lot of the shorter shows, they're only 13 episodes, we could do that in like 1 or 2 sessions.
Or
You know.
3 if we wanted to be generous to ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Make it
would
last a bit.
actually love to do a reboot.
Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately that set though, yo.
there's issues.
I have better versions I can give you guys.
I have my VHS recordings, which are
I would say,
better versions.
I have the original YTV broadcasts.
As do I.
The,
Still on VHS. I haven't captured them yet.
I don't know where my
Power through Matlock.
Matlock!
Which,
But yeah, we have those
interesting
Tokusatsu
fact.
shows
The
that we
art
need to
director for Matlock is named Ben Mayberry, and if you get that reference, you are old.
Yep. For some reason, my arm hurts. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I think powering through one show at a time would be the best way to do it.
Is there more
Is it
productive?
because you're doing this?
No! My tooth is, my jaw, tooth, or gum, or whatever was hurting is feeling fine now, but now my arm hurts. And this is my WASD arm if I'm going to play games tonight.
His wads.
Drink more.
Pain
with more booze.
That is the answer. We know this.
Dulling the pain with booze sounds like the best way to go about it.
Well, it worked for my tooth.
So yeah.
There you go. Proof positive.
Ow!
Everyone really wants to play
Live
games.
stream now, and I'm questioning which one is the awkward angle cam.
Which one
Oh
is
my
the
God. Old man is old.
Also, I love the burp delays where on my end, all he is just sitting there with his mouth open.
What about where in the world was Carmen Santiago?
Santiago.
Santiago, sorry.
That is a very good question. How's your father? You asked, which arm do you masturbate with? Actually, this one. And this one is fine. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to switch it up and strengthen this one more. Or get some two-handed action in there. Like the butter churner, you know?
Is the show over? We done now?
Well, good night, everybody.
You won't believe you're eating Ron Jeremy's butter.
Oh, see. Okay, now everyone's telling us what hand they masturbate with. What have we done here? All right.
What did you
That's
do?
probably the cue to end the show. All right, I'm gonna go drink some more, and then we'll come back here and play some Drunken Conan. I think that's a good plan. I can see nothing wrong with that plan.
I also see nothing wrong with that.
I approve of this plan.
I need to get more thralls that can just constantly make booze for me. That's what the plan should be for tonight.
No, Bluto, stop. No. God damn it.
Damn it, Bluto. So everyone go Google image search what Bluto said, and then we'll see you next week.
No, don't do it.
You bunch of
you do it.
bastards. Not to mentally scar our viewers. Jesus.
Well, I guess you'll be rioting then, Kralatin, because I'm not starting Darksiders in my current mental condition.
Alright. I know
will play it
Walmart
at
and
some
all these
point.
places sell cheap cardboard and markers.
I've only played 18 hours of Conan in this current batch of sessions. I need to play more. Actually, no, I played more than that. I played like 22 hours.
You've got a mighty need.
See, what the plan is, I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I mean, all of this it ultimately goes to YouTube, right? So it all that needs to be the end game. So with all the Conan stuff that I've been doing, one of the reasons I haven't played much this week is I've been editing. So I've been chopping it up into episodes, and it's working out to roughly 2 episodes per hour of footage. Alright, so you figure 22 hours of footage is going to equal about 44 episodes. So, and then I'm planning to post them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so 2 per week. So we're already looking at like 22 weeks worth of episodes. I'd like to at least get that to 26, so we have a full 6 months worth. But then I was also thinking, if I were to drink and play Conan tonight, the last session I played was my drinking and playing Conan session, and then that was about 6 hours of footage, which would equal roughly 12 episodes of the YouTube videos, or 6 weeks worth of episodes. So I will be drunk for 6 weeks. And then if I do that again tonight and play for, I don't know, say another 4 or 5 hours or 6 hours,
Drunk for 4 straight months.
I'll be exactly. So everyone's gonna be like, what's the matter with him? He's just like constantly drunk. Not realizing that all of those were done in one night. you guys will know that, but my YouTube viewers will be like, God, you just like
Name another
drink
YouTubers who
all the
gets drunk.
time.
Name another YouTuber who gets drunk for a quarter of the year. Straight.
That's right. So, yeah. So I was thinking, you know what? Fuck it. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Benjamin Tucker goes, before they wipe the Conan servers again?
Yes. And then I drink in despair. And start all over again while drunk.
No.
The Conan Exiles, the Jim Leahy sessions, yes. So,
May he rest in peace.
yes. And how's your father asks, when am I going to build another bookcase? Well, not for a while yet. I don't know, I might put another one over there. I've got room. Can certainly use one.
This is
I'd
the
have-
spiciest salsa I can get in my fucking store. That's how
Rearrange.
white these people are.
Newman's?
Medium.
Humans.
Medium. It's the only brand
Oh.
of medium salsa. Because everything else is mild. These
That shit
fucking
ain't-
white people.
Nobody
That
has
shit
hot?
isn't hot.
No, but they don't carry any other. Everything's mild except for this one, which is
yeah.
medium. The hottest I can get at this fucking store.
Medium is okay, but yeah, I usually try to get the hot as well. There's
Fucking white people.
a couple different hot brands here. One of
The
which is
worst
just the
kind of
in-house.
See, this is
Yeah.
why these are the few instances where I'm actually happy that I live in the East,
You get your
That's
hot
not one of the big
salsa.
enough cities.
because
That's
I'm
the problem.
closer to, you know, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi. Those
It's like-
fuckers know hot.
If I go to like Walmart 2 hours away, I can get hot salsa. But this is the only ones available in my fucking town. White people.
I've let's see, for what was it? It was Christmas.
God damn
We
it.
had went to a party and they had shrimp cocktail, and the cocktail sauce had horseradish that was so spicy it
Mmm.
literally felt like someone shoved a hot poker up my nose.
Awesome.
It was
That's-
you take a bite and within like
Oh, white.
I would say in 2 seconds it
Yeah.
has traveled out of your mouth into the upper part of your head and just hearing burned for like 10 straight seconds to the
Oh,
point
yeah.
where you're almost ready to barf.
Clears
No,
out
it
the
was
sinuses.
It was hilarious because like people were coming into the party, and then no one was telling them. They were like, "Oh, cocktail sauce," and like shrimp cocktail.
Oh,
And
no.
they would like scoop a big bunch of cocktails, just shove it in their mouth. We're all like, "Oh God, no!"
I sat through many a Jewish Passover where you put really high quality, hot as fuck horseradish right in your fucking mouth. Nothing else. Just put hot radish horseradish right
Hot
in your
radish.
fucking mouth.
I'll have to go
I
back
can-
and get the name of this shit because like,
This shit was so hot it makes you cry. You're like, oh God.
that's what it was. It was like snorting wasabi.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh my God, I've had, you know, ghost pepper. I've had habanero. I've had, you know, I haven't had Carolina Reaper. I'm afraid of that fucking thing. So, but I know hot. I've had some really spicy ass shit, and that
Do
one
you know?
actually, that one physically hurt. Like it was actually painful. It was good. It tasted good, but after you rip the hot poker out of your nose, it was just, oh my God. I never had horseradish that was that
Oh,
spicy.
you're
before
Canadian,
in my
Simon.
life.
I thought I didn't. Are you fucking in England or somewhere?
Who?
Simon sounds like 6 a.m. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, that would be England, I think.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah,
what-
that's it.
I-
Well,
I
Duncan
thought you were
just
Canadian.
got up.
Oh yeah.
So Duncan is obviously the early riser, and Seben is the night owl.
I know, but I thought Sleeping was in Canada originally.
I thought, I just assumed because
Pluto goes, habanero nearly killed me. I'm that white. So, I mean, I obviously was born and raised in California, so I'm no stranger to, all the spicy hot salsas from Mexican restaurants. So,
Fair enough. Well, take it easy, Simon.
Have a good
God.
night.
You're streaming?
Yeah,
how
right
was your
now.
brother?
Get on. No, I meant a game, dork.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just going to.
Yep,
Hey,
sure am.
here's a
Well,
here's
that's
a
what he
life
said, at least.
for the end of the stream. Here's a life tip from How's Your Father. It says, pro tip: don't touch your eyes or your junk after eating hot peppers.
Yes.
And that goes for the mild kind and the super spicy.
I'd say that is good advice.
And that the more you know. Na, na, na.
Even with just like a jalapeno, if you touch like the seeds of jalapeno pepper and then touch your eyes or something, that's a bad idea. That's not even the worst, right? Like obviously, but
here's your sign.
It's pretty bad.
Oh.
But yeah, there's a reason they call it pepper spray.
Something we learned also from, was it from Bryan Cranston today?
Yes.
Is that what was he that he was accidentally brushing his teeth with?
Oh, it was Alfie's foot gel.
Yeah, we discovered athlete's foot gel does not make good toothpaste.
Duly noted.
Yeah, apparently there was this little blog that he did with his phone, and he was
like Iceland or some shit.
Yeah, so he had like his travel toothbrush.
That area, not
So he's in the bathroom, and he has like his travel toothbrush, and he goes, so I have my toothbrush here. I pull out my toothpaste. And he goes squirt some on the toothbrush to start brushing my teeth, and I go, wow, this is the most terrible tasting toothpaste I've ever tasted. He looks at it, yeah, it says athlete's foot cream.
So
well, he stumbled trying to figure out how to get to show it on the camera.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah, I love that gif, yes.
That is like how it just like
he's trying to put fucking ice cream on it.
Yeah.
Lava.
Not even the ice cream can save him.
Oh, Major Matoka's a high tipper. Look at that. You guys are lagging behind.
What?
Major Matoka's a high tipper, guys. Come on. Do better than this.
Yes. Yes, he is. Thank you, Major Motoko, for being the high tipper.
He only did 100. Someone else can do 101.
Really?
Come on, you motherfucker. Jesus.
Top three?
You know what you should do for Conan? You should let people at a certain amount, like, say, 500 bits, allow them to decide what you do next in the game.
As long as it's something I'm actually able to do at the time.
No, just anything. Go fight an alligator.
No, I know. That's what I mean, because that's something I'm able to do.
Right.
Just run up and start just hump. No, but they don't want you to fight it. They want you to fuck it.
No,
so
I
you
know.
Run into it over and over again. So you go to your house first and unload your shit, right?
Just go and hump an alligator.
Yeah. Go fuck one of those weird
fighting
cows.
Just go over to it and just start teabagging the crocodile and see.
Yep. Yeah.
How do you like me now?
Am I sexy now?
Do this because that is great audience interaction.
And then after you hump the alligator, of course, you need to do that fancy dance.
Or maybe what I should do is have him standing there doing his like coy sort of squirming flirting to try to attract the interest of a crocodile.
Yep. But yeah, you should do that.
Alright.
That's hilarious. It's really fucking great. Someone's going to tell you to go to the top of your house and jump off it. Like, alright.
Go to the top of the tower.
And jump off.
Just jump off it.
Which is why, of course,
but you know what? Go for it.
You empty your stuff at your house before you do this shit. You know?
Well, obviously. And I mean, I can set the spawn point to the bed so that I just go straight back there.
Run north until you can't run anymore.
Actually, I think when you have the bed, it becomes a permanent spawn point until you set it to something else. So that's one nice thing about the bed. But so no more waking up in the middle of the desert. Of course, now we know that the desert is literally 30 seconds away from water.
Light yourself on fire. How do I do that in this game?
I'm standing in my fire, and I'm not on fire. So.
Physics.
Yeah,
Sean,
because I've walked.
You have gotten a lot farther in this game than I ever thought you would.
This is without question the farthest I've ever been. To be honest, the journey goals have really helped to kind of just point me in the right direction, so I'm not wandering so freaking aimlessly all the time. But as far as getting me to do things that are actually useful that I can use later and stuff. And also I've been a little less timid about exploring, I think, has really helped too.
Well, because you learned how to create a bed.
Yes, that's a big thing.
Use saves.
Yeah.
Save points.
And you learn to unload yourself of useful things when you are exploring, because you know you're probably going to die.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, we'll just dump everything here. We'll just take, a sword and
a few
some
rocks,
water,
shelter or something. But
yeah, exactly. Just some basic
that's
shit.
a campfire, and that's it. Don't take anything else with you.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing. Is enough to build a campfire to cook some meat, and
cook
then
some meat in a hurry. Exactly.
I'll have a water skin, and then. But yeah, no, that's been good because that's opened up a lot of stuff, and also we get experience for that. Like when we go out exploring and discover things that haven't been marked on the map yet, that's experience points. Like you get a big bump for that, so it's good to go and do that. Plus, it's just fun and often results in hilarious random things happening to me, and we get to see some new shit.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal says, I'd love to watch Sean tackle Minecraft and build a huge fortress. Yes, another thing that looks like a giant box. A fortress in the nether. Oh, God. Yeah, Rosie's the big Minecraft expert in the family. She made that game her own very quickly.
Way it goes, man. Kids latch onto what they're going to latch onto.
Oh, she loves that and Roblox. She loves both of those.
A Roblox game is weird to me.
Well, it's a game where you can make games, basically.
I don't know.
So, there's a Pokemon game that she plays in that quite a bit, and she likes it. But, Alright, I think that's it for this week's show. Those of you here live on Twitch, we'll see you in a little bit for some more Drunken Conan. For those of you on YouTube, you can enjoy 6 months of Drunken Conan later. In the meantime, have yourselves a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Until then, sayonara!
Penis.
Get off my fucking lawn.